Hi nerds, welcome back. It's been a while again, I'm really sorry. Let's just say that working with Christies Direct has taken up quite a lot of time. But today I just wanted to do a quick Q&A. Ever since I started working with Christies, I've had quite an influx of people on this channel. So hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Maria, I am the Dog Grooming Nerd. So if you haven't watched any of my other content, you don't follow me on any of my other social media, I am a dog groomer on the south coast of England. And right now it's raining for the third day straight and it's ridiculous. Like, my dog walks are literally pop around the green and come back in and I'm soaked, and so is the dog, but he loves it. I don't know why. He insists on going out in this weather, so out we go. Anyway, so back to the actual video. So on Instagram, I just did the usual ask me a question and I will answer. Thank you so much for all the questions. There's quite a few on there, so I've picked a few of them that I really want to get into. And obviously, if you've got any other questions, do drop them in the comment box below and I will get back to you. Why did you want to work with Christies? So this is a question about me being a brand ambassador with Christies Direct. If you don't know who Christies is, they are one of the biggest grooming suppliers in the world. And they have been running a brand ambassador program for a couple of years now, and I applied for it previous year and this year. Previous year I didn't get in, absolutely fine, and this year they chose me as a online content creator. So I do YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I do blogs on their website, all kinds of online content, and it's something that, you know, because I have my own YouTube channel anyway, is something that I really wanted to do, because a big part of my passion with dog grooming is sharing what I know with other people. Dog grooming can be quite an isolating job to do, especially because a lot of us do actually work alone. I'm really lucky, I work with one of my closest friends, so it's really nice to go to work every day and spend 8 hours there and come back and, you know, rinse and repeat. But a lot of us do work from home. We rent our own salons and it's not big enough for other groomers and so on. So it's just nice to be able to share what I know, share what I'm really passionate about, and Christies is such a big platform compared to my own that it's just a fantastic opportunity to be able to talk to you guys basically. And it was just something that I wanted to challenge myself with. Working with such a big brand is quite intimidating. You know, I'm quite happy talking to a camera on my own in my, you know, spare room, but being able to do it on such a large scale was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. But I'm glad I've done it. It's taken a lot of time out of grooming for me, but you know, it's potentially opening some doors for me as well. So it's something that I don't regret doing at all. What dogs have you got? I have got a little Westie Cross Bean. He's somewhere drying off after our walk. I did actually do a DNA test video with him not too long ago. If you go back on my channel, a couple videos, it will be there, and I'll link it up the top corner as well for you and in the description below if you want to have a look. He is just coming to 5 now. He's been with me my entire grooming career, and that's really nice because he's grown up as I've kind of grown up. Obviously, you know, I'm in my 30s, I have stopped growing up in that sense, but he's been here with me while I've sort of found myself and found what I really enjoy doing, and he's been a guinea pig for quite a lot of grooms, bless him. Are you going to Crufts again? Yes. Short answer is yes. I don't know what capacity in just yet. I could potentially be going with Christies, or I will be going on my own. This year Christies had their previous brand ambassador Kayla at the scissor stand for a couple of days off the weekend, so it's very possible that they'll ask some of their brand ambassadors to go again next year, but you know, there's been no plans as of yet. But I'm definitely going again. So if you see me wandering around, just please come and say hi. I had a couple people come and say hi to me this year and it was really nice. It was my first experience of actually meeting my subscribers and people who just follow me, and it was really nice. I was a little bit sort of shocked, I guess is the best word to describe it. I didn't know how to react to the situation at all, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll be a bit more prepared next year if you come and say hi. Your highs and lows of the job. This is always such a difficult thing to answer. Highs is definitely, you know, seeing the dogs come in and they're really happy to see me because they trust me and they know who I am and they enjoy coming in to be groomed by me. Not every dog is like that at all. There's a lot of dogs that are nervous and they cower behind their owner's legs when they come in, and that's always really sad to see. We do specialise in sort of like like behavioral case dogs, so we do get a lot of the anxious and nervous dogs in on top of all the aggressive ones. So it's just, you know, a part of the job. I don't take it personally at all, but I definitely prefer seeing those dogs just literally pulling in to come and see me. That's always so nice. And the biggest low of the job is definitely seeing all the neglect. I think a lot of groomers can agree on that one. It's heartbreaking to see matted dogs with, you know, sores underneath all the mats. The mats are just covered in feces and just, it's horrible. It makes me cry every time. You know, a part of this channel again is to educate dog owners on how to look after their dogs, and it's always really mentally draining. It doesn't matter how often it happens, it always puts me in a really bad mood for the rest of the day, because I keep thinking back to that poor dog that's been neglected for 6 months to a year without being looked after. And it's really unfair, because the dog has no choice in that. The dog can't just grab a brush and, you know, start brushing or take itself to the groomers. So it's really down to the owners to make sure that their dog has the best life they can have. Okay, I'm getting really emotional, so I'm gonna move on. Favorite dog breed to groom? I don't think I have like an actual favorite breed at the moment. I've got so many lovely dogs on my books. I think a lot of my favorites, weirdly, at the minute are cockapoos. I really used to dislike grooming cockapoos at my previous salon, but at the moment, they're just all so lovely. They all love coming in to see me. They give me the best cuddles, and they are just the sweetest things. And being able to do like sort of more fun grooms, I'd say, because we don't get a lot of poodles. At the minute I have got one poodle, and the owner wants to do like a proper poodle cut, but we're not there yet. I had to clip the dog off last time it came in. But yeah, like being able to give like those long fluffy legs and that beautiful round muzzle and everything on cockapoos is so much fun. And we don't really get a lot of the temperamental ones in our salon, so it's a really nice change. If you asked me a couple years ago, I probably would have said something like a cocker spaniel or something like that. That doesn't fight back, but yeah, cockapoos at the moment. If you could only groom 3 breeds for the rest of your life, which would they be? Oh, definitely poodles, because you can do so many things with poodles. I would probably pick like a Kerry Blue or something. Again, just because their breed standard cut is so beautiful. I haven't groomed a single one. I have never seen a Kerry Blue outside of like Crufts. So they're just not that common, annoyingly, but you know, I would love to just groom them all the time. And on that same kind of thought, I think Bedlington Terriers would be a fun one to groom all the time, just because it's such a different groom to everything else. But from a practical point of view, I probably shouldn't say these breeds, because you know, they are a lot of work and a lot of prep and everything, but that's like, at the moment, I would love to do all those dogs for the rest of my days. I mean, probably not for the rest of my days. I'm sure I will fall apart by the time I'm like 50, and then I'll have to stop grooming. So I've got another 19 years ahead of me, so I'm gonna make the most of them. What would you do if you had to stop grooming? Oh no. Yeah, so that's actually quite a good tangent from the previous question. I honestly don't know. I would definitely want to stay with like the animal industry, so I could look into like maybe a vet nurse or kennel work, or you know, RSPCA, something like that. I definitely don't want to go back into like customer service jobs, because I've done them for long enough. It is so draining. I don't want to go back into that. I think people can be really rude, especially when there's like holiday sales and stuff like that. It's just not for me. I don't think I would have the patience for it anymore, especially now that I have my own business and I can decide who I serve, and I couldn't just go back to being employed by someone else and, you know, not being able to say, well, you get out, I'm not serving you, because that would just create so much drama and I'd probably get fired. What happened to your finger in August? I can't believe you remember that. So which finger was it? So back in August, I actually cut my fingertip off with my scissors. I was literally just holding a dog's face, just, you know, under the chin as you do, and I think I just held my finger out like that, and as I was cutting along the jaw of the dog, I just sliced my entire fingertip off. I will put a picture of like the wrapping and all of that here so you can see. But yeah, it was in a couple of my Christies TikToks. I'm sure I did some, you know, Instagram stories on my own Instagram at the time, and you could just see my finger all wrapped up. It was an interesting couple of weeks waiting for it to heal. I had to like wear a rubber glove and wrap it up with like vet wrap, so it was sort of waterproof when I was bathing dogs. I was constantly changing the vet wrap on it because it was just getting hairy and it was just a nightmare. Luckily it was on my left hand. I am, you know, right-handed, so it didn't kind of cause issues in that sense. It was such a pain to live with. I'm not sure if you guys can even see that. Yeah, you can just about see where the scar is on that finger, but it was my entire fingertip that I just sliced off. Luckily, there was no damage to it. I want to become a groomer, but scared of injuries. Now, honestly, this is something that I thought about as well. Before I started my college training, I have got a spinal defect that I've had, you know, since I was born, most likely. And it kind of did sort of worry me to begin with, that, oh, well, what if I hurt myself? But it's just something that will come with a lot of different jobs. You just have to kind of take that risk and accept that it might happen. I have been bitten, you know, several times. I've cut my finger. I have had days where I've had to catch a big dog falling off a table and I've hurt my back, and it just does come with the job, unfortunately. One thing I would say is look after your body properly. So go to the gym, go for walks, stretch, have massages, chiropractor, wear proper shoes, anti-fatigue mats. There's so many different things that you can do to prevent getting injured. Obviously, you can't always predict a dog biting you, but you can try and minimize all of these risks. So if you know that a dog is coming in with bite history, muzzle the dog. Just don't even risk it. Just slap a muzzle on, and if you can't trim the face, you can't trim the face. It's just about managing that risk and making sure that you are doing everything in your power to make sure that you stay uninjured and you can carry on doing your job. Because obviously we especially rely on our hands so much. If we do get bitten, it can mean that we can't work for weeks, months. A really bad bite could just take us out of the industry altogether. What was the Christies BA application process like? So BA, brand ambassador, just in case you couldn't work it out. It was quite long, if I'm honest. So I think I applied for it January. It was just like a contact form basically. So you put in all of your information, so your contact details, your Christies account number, any social media accounts you've got, anything like that, and then they ask for a quick, I think it was a 5-minute video just talking about yourself, what you do, what your favorite Christies products are and stuff like that. So they just kind of get an idea of what you're like in front of a camera, and making sure that you're actually using Christies products. That was definitely the one sort of pitfall I had when I applied previously, because I was still employed and I didn't actually have a Christies account. My manager at the time did all the ordering from Christies. So you just need to show that you are an actual existing Christies customer and you do spend money with them regularly. So after that, I was shortlisted for the next round, and that was quite a lot of sort of auditioning. So I had to film a video talking about products while I groom. I did some kind of graphic for Facebook. I can't even remember what else I did. There was quite a few things. There was 4 different things. Oh, one of them was like a written article, and then I can't remember what the last one was. I would have to like look back at all my folders on my PC to work out what the last one was. But yeah, it took quite a while to get all of that stuff together, and I end up ordering quite a few extra bits from Christies just to sort of be able to demonstrate like a wide array of products that I like using. And I've actually stuck to some of those products I ordered while I auditioned. So it was a fun process. It was really stressful, and then I got the email that I had been picked. I want to say it was the end of February, but then the announcement didn't come until April, I think. So it was a long time waiting to be able to talk about it. I was so excited. I have done a unboxing video as well, so again, I'll just link it up there for you guys. So that just goes through like the whole announcement, and I got like a really fun like a brand ambassador care kit. There was lots of products in there, and again, some of those products I adore. I use them every single day, especially going to crafts, because I know quite a few people in the grooming industry. Because of my channel, I've worked with quite a lot of different brands, and it was so difficult not to just spill the beans to everyone. I was like, I've got this amazing thing I want to talk about, and I can't. It was a wild process and it caused a lot of stress because there was such a long period of time where I was just waiting for either being told if I got it or not, and then when I could actually talk about it. Okay, I'm going to leave the questions here. Thank you so much for, you know, all these questions. They were so much fun. And like I said, if you do have any other questions for me, it could be about grooming, about me, about working with Christies, literally anything you can think of, just drop them down in the comment box below and I will get back to you. At the moment, I am still really busy with Christies, so there's not going to be lots of like regular content on this channel. That won't change until probably like end of March when my contract with Christies ends. I'm just constantly making content with Christies. I am doing 1 YouTube video a month and then 3 TikToks a week on top of, you know, doing any like extra bits and pieces for Instagram and the blog and everything. What I'll do, if you want to check out any of my other stuff, I will link all the Christies socials and their website down in the description box below, so you can have a little nosy at what I've been doing for the past 8 months. I don't know. I don't know what month it is anymore. I don't know how long I've been doing this. It's just all kind of like just one big blurb. But thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, do leave it a little thumbs up. It does really help out my channel. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the Dog Grooming Nerd so you don't miss my next video. Bye guys.